In the final days, Aether is twisted by the invasion of Dynamis from beyond the star, its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not the picture which emerges with these latest pieces. My apologies, we should focus on the task at hand. A frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. Follow, wander, stumble, and listen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of Aether, much how Emet-Selch solidified your presence when first we met you? Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel Aether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Sagenhaft will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Elite. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Sagenhaft and Emet-Selch will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emet-Selch and I will keep an eye on each other's Aether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down Aether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. The 3 best friends that anybody could have. Because Emet-Selch loves me. Look at that, we got fish horses. I want a fish horse mount. I cannot wait to get a fish horse mount. I literally cannot. Alright, let's see. Is our wayward Meteon somewhere elsewhere? Alright, now that was a bust. Oh, we're going further back. Wasn't that the point that she was heading towards the lake a second ago? Shows how much I know, apparently. So, she's hiding in the bushes. Listen very closely. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I'll just have to hide. Then, where no one can find me. Towards the water's edge. She went into the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. Alright. This nice big open blue area should be it, huh? Could it be the shiny lights on the ground? Huzzah! We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. That's fair. Ah, speaking of a remora, those must be piranha. Or piranha-like creatures. Look at that, it's such a shallow lake. Where would she even hide in this lake? It's nuts that she's, like, affecting her density, never mind the light. So that means she literally could walk on water, or literally not disturb the water, by being equally dense with the Aether. Friggin' wild. Not here. I'm not here, please. She's right there, where she said she wasn't. By that rock, is she? Very well. Oh! What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Meteon. We'll hear your report, good or bad. Saganef, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. Don't make me say it, it will break him, his poor, fragile heart. Well, at least we can see her now. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. I kinda have an interesting, like, boots. Scroll up. And those are kind of, you know, bird claw-like, I guess. I don't know. This isn't a bad outfit. I think I would prefer it to be much darker, though. Or a different color. The black on white just looks kind of meh. But then again, it is story-based. You know how that goes. Alright. How does one get back up out of there without attracting all of the flora and fauna? That's how I came down, but I'm wondering if that's actually the way that I can get up. So I climb up this one? Okay, good. I can Skyrim my way up. There we go. We're going to talk again with Emitso. Is this noise not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. By the way, it bears no trace of Meteon's essence. We move on. Alright, another suspicious disturbance. Let's get that going. There, I see her. You know, maybe if you chase after her, instead of letting her run first, so then that we have to catch up, we wouldn't be, you know, so far behind. Just a thought. Just, you know, just a thought. Alright, what do we got going on here? How was everybody's day? Let's start with that. I woke up at the ass crack of dawn. I am dying from sleep deprivation. Actually, I'm not even wearing the right glasses. I gotta wear my anime glasses. You know, so that when I say something witty or intense, I can be like... And as you saw, I'm not wearing eyeshadow. That is pure, unmitigated, unadulterated sleep deprivation. So hopefully everybody else is getting more sleep than I am. And enjoying their weekdays. About those gas prices... Oh, there it is. Cool. Talk about them gas prices, though. It's more than minimum wage. Like, what's up with that? Maybe that's what I should change my stream title to. Oh?
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Off and away! See, he gets this epic frickin' mount. Oh my. Could you imagine that? Descending from the heavens? That would be so intimidating. Oh, why are you looking at me like that? There is no escape. Tell us what you know. You gots to. Tell us the news.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Okay. Ominous.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable.
That's just as disconcerting.
Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star.
Well, that's good. I assumed they all died.
Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected.
Jesus.
Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
That sounds pretty familiar.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Ah!
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteon?
I tasked her with asking what others live for, what gives their lives meaning.
Can't ask if they're dead.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteon finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
I'm a little confused by this, but let's see what the...
Meteon, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Oh my god!
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Wow.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteon. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
Twitch streamers. Like us.
Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
The Caduceus. Very nice. Okay. He's Poseidon now?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Okay, I don't think anybody was arguing with that. What is going on?
You fool!
I am so confused. Alright. So, on the one hand, those last few moments of the scene, I got nothing. But it's interesting that they didn't find any intelligent life, but even more interesting that Hermes knew to send them to these planets that did at some point have life. Like, how on earth would he possibly know that? How could he even guess? I mean, if you were to point on a map of stars with planets, I mean, not all of them would have life. Like, very few of them would have life. So how would he know? Not only did they have life, but they had intelligent life. Now, second point of order is that it's been long theorized that if there was intelligent spacefaring life out there, that they probably wouldn't be violent or aggressive, because in order to make it that far anyway, you couldn't be violent or aggressive because you would end up self-destructing. And that's exactly what they showed, is that either through environmental and plague or outright war, they would self-destruct themselves as an entire society. And honestly, humanity is on the same exact path. If the path that we're on, it's either going to be environmental destruction, a plague, or World War III that brings us in. And then we're never going to make it to that spacefaring race. So it's a very interesting take. Very interesting theory. And I happen to agree with it. If all Hermes means to do is listen to Meteon's report, then it is right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment. We must be there when he makes it. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to Aether? Had you never cast your cursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. I don't know about all that.